Hello students, in this video we are going to learn the mail merge in Word 2010. Mail merge is a feature of a word processor in which you can create multiple documents for multiple recipients. But remember that only one document can be sent to the multiple recipient. If we want to create different documents, then mail merge is not helpful. So a same document can be sent to the multiple recipients by creating the letters through mail merge. Mail merge help us to send a letter. For example, if we want to send a letter of your birthday party to the multiple people, then the same letter can be sent to the multiple peoples by simple just merging the data source with the table, means by merging the name and addresses with the same letter. The advantage of mail merges are letter can be sent to people who meet specific criteria. A standard letter can be saved and reused. The list of addresses can be reused. It saves time and efforts. Once the merge has been set up, thousands of letters can be produced very quickly. It means that in the process of mail merge, 3 steps are required. First, to create the main document. Second, to create the data source. Third, merging the main document with the data source. Now, what is the main document? Main document is the main part of the letter, means the letter which you are creating and which you want to send to the multiple recipient, then that letter is considered as the main document. For example, it could be the letter of your birthday party, it could be the letter of some invitation, or it could be letter of some meeting, anything else. Means the main letter which you type, the main matter which you type for the multiple recipients, that is considered as main document. Second step is to create the data source. Data source means it is that part in which you save the addresses of the recipient, means you save the contact details and other details of the recipients that consist of data source. By default, the data gets stored in the table of MS Access. So, if you want to perform the mail merge, then you need to create 2 things. First, the main document and then the data source. The sequence could be different. First you create the data source and after that you create the main document. It depends on you, but you need to create both of them. After creating both of them, that is the main document and the data source, you need to merge them. You need to merge the data source in the main document where you want to have the details of the recipients. So that can be done with the help of the process of mail merge. So that is the last step, merging the main document with the data source. So let's revise. Mail merge is the process to send a document to a multiple recipient. For example, if you want to send the invitation of your birthday letter or invitation of a meeting, then that invitation can be sent to the multiple recipient with the process of mail merge. In the process of mail merge, 3 steps are required, that is creating the main document, creating the data source and merging the main document with the data source. Now let's begin how we can create a mail merge document. To create a mail merge document, first you need to open the Microsoft Word. After opening the Microsoft Word, on the Mailings tab, remember this, Mailings tabs, mail merge option is available on the Mailings tabs. This point, on the mailing tabs here, see it, mailings. On the mailings tab, you will find the option start mail merge. Here you will find this option start mail merge. As soon as you click on this mail merge option, you will find these different options which are the part of the main document. Means you can create the letter, you can create email messages, envelopes, labels and directory. So these are the options which are available under start mail merge. So if you want to create a letter, then click on this option letter. So again, let's start. If you want to create the mail merge document, first you need to click on the mailing tab. After clicking on the mailing tab, select the button start mail merge. In start mail merge, you will find various options for your document such as letter, email messages, envelopes, labels and directory. Select the option letter. After selecting the option letter, in this page, in this document, you need to create the letter which you want to send to the multiple recipient. The letter could be anything. This is just the sample which is provided in the book. You can write here a simple letter like, I want to invite you for my birthday party, thank you, like this. So you need to create the letter over here which you want to merge. So this is the first part in which we are creating the main document. Main document means we are creating the letter for the multiple recipient. After creating the letter, now we have to start with the second step. That is, we need to create the data source. Data source means the list of the recipients in which we want to store the name, contact and other details. Now creating the data source. Here on the same mailings tab, you will find second option, that is select recipient. Here you will get three options: type a new list, using existing list or select pages from Outlook contact. Suppose for the first time you are creating the mail merge document, then you have to select this first option, that is type new list, because right now we are not having any list of any recipient. That's why we have to type a new list for the data source. And suppose if we are already having some pre-created data source, then we will use this second option, use existing list. So use existing list is, this option is used when we are already having a predefined pre-created data source, but you are creating the data source for the first time. You need to select this option, type new list. So to create the data source, go to the mailings tab. In the mailings tabs, you will find the option select recipient. Select recipient, in which you will get another option, type a new list. Select this option, type a new list. Once you click on this, a page will appear in this way. This will ask you to enter the title, name, addresses, contact number and different options are available over here. You can fill all the option or you can escape it, or you can select the fields according to your requirement. The what option you want to enter here, you can enter in that field. Moreover that, these are some of the predefined fields which you will find in the data source, but you can create your new field also by clicking on this option, customize column. When you click on this option, customize column, another dialog box will appear which will ask you to enter the name of the new column, or to delete the existing column, or to rearrange the column. Means you can change the order of the column, the column which you want to have in the first preference, you can drag it to the upward direction. So in the same way, you can move the column to the downward direction so that you can easily customize your columns over here. So these are the some predefined columns in which you simply put your cursor over here and you can type the things. And if you want to add some new column or if you want to delete some column, then you can do with the help of this customize column option. Actually, details of this customize option is not given in this chapter. You can try it at your home with the help of computer. Means after clicking on this customize option, you will be able to insert more column, or you can delete the column, or you can change the order of the column. This new entry and delete entry, new entry will add a new row over here in which you can write another details of another recipient. Delete entry will delete the row from here. So you will find these four options available in this window. After writing the entry, you need to save it. When you save it, by default your data source gets saved in this directory. See it, my data source. My data source is the default directory in which your data source gets saved. Provide the name over here and after that click on the save button. So by clicking on the save button, your data will be saved in the data source. Remember that by default MS Word creates the data source in Microsoft Access, and by default the recipient list, that is the data source, gets saved in my data source folder. This is the default folder in which by default your data source gets saved. So here 3 points is required to be remembered. First you need to click on mailings tab. In mailings tab, select the option select recipient. In select recipient, select the option type new list. In type new list, you will get this window, and in this window you can add the row of the records which you want to enter in the data list. Here it is a button is provided, that is customize column. This button will help you to add more columns other than these predefined columns, and it will help you to arrange the order of the columns so it becomes convenient for you to enter the records of the recipient. After that you save it, provide the name of the data source and save it. By default data gets saved in my data source folder, and the file which is created by Word is the file of MS Access, ACCESS, MS Access, in which your data source gets saved. So after performing the second step, that is creating the data source, now the third step is there, merging the data source with the main document. How we can do this? Now merging the main document with the data source. Now let us come to the main document. Suppose here I want to insert field of the recipients. So again in the mailings tab you will find insert merge field option. After clicking on this insert merge field option, it will display you the name of the columns which are present in the data source. Suppose you want to add title, so click on this title. If you want to add first name and city and state, so simply click on this, click on this, click on this, click on this. After clicking the required field, the field will appear over here like this. Suppose we have inserted title, first name, last name, address, state, zip code. So this will arrange in this way. You can change the arrangement of the field by simply pressing the enter key or putting the space between them. You can put these field in random order also, means you can put first name here, last name here, or anything, means it is totally dependent on you in which order or in which format you want to have the merge field. So after inserting the merge field from here, now you need to merge the main document with the data source, so that instead of this title over here, instead of having this field name over here, you will have the actual value of the recipient which you have already stored in the data source. So this can be done with the help of this last button. On the mailing tab, you will find this button, finish and merge the document. Here three options will be provided: edit individual document, print document, send email messages. So if you click on this edit individual document, a pop-up window will appear which will ask you to edit all document, current document, or you can specify the page number from where to where you want to have the document. Once you click on this all and click OK, so you will get the actual name of the recipient which you have stored in the data source in the place of this merge field. So these merge field will automatically get replaced by the actual value which we have stored in the data source. So this is document 1, document 2, document 3, likewise, means the value which you have entered in the data source will be present in this main document instead of the merge field for all the documents which you want to edit. So this is the entire process of creating a mail merge document. So remember that to create a mail merge document, 3 steps are required. First step, to create the main document. Second step, to create the data source. Third step, to merge the data source with the main document. To create the main document, just click on the mailings tab. In the mailings tab, you will find the option of start mail merge. Click on the start mail merge option, and in that you will find the option of letter. Click on that option, letter. After that, go to the main document, that is the page of the MS Word in which you have to write the document. After that, you need to create the data source. So if you are creating the data source for first time, you need to select the option create new entry, like here type new list. And if you are already having some data source predefined, then you can select the option use existing list. So once you click on this type new entry, a page will appear in which you can enter the value for the fields which you want to have in the data source. After that, third step, you need to merge the data source with the main document. The data source with the main document can be merged with the help of finish and merge button. When you click on this, a dialog box will appear which will ask you to enter the page number or you want to enter the entire document. So click on all. After that, each and individual document will be merged with the data source which you have already created earlier. So in this way you can create many documents and can be sent to the multiple recipient. Remember that once a data source is created, then again if you want to create another letter to send to the multiple recipient, you need not to create the data source again. You can use the second option, use existing list to insert the merge field from the predefined data source. So data source is required to be created only once when you are creating the mail merge document for very first time. Thank you.